Hi succulents fans, welcome to my channel, The Way to Succulents. I'm Wei. As always, I would love to share my way of being succulents with you. Today, I would love to share this guy, my greenhouse. Yes, I call it a greenhouse because I do use it for my succulent as a greenhouse. Where I live in Wisconsin, it has a long winter. Like a couple of days ago, the lowest temperature went down to 29 Fahrenheit, which is -1.5 by Celsius. It's super cold. As a succulent mom, as a plant lover, I definitely don't want to get them cold and kill them. And luckily, I got this greenhouse. You may say, wait, it doesn't look like a greenhouse to me. It looks like a tent. The sellers, the company who sold that, who's selling that, they do call it a tent. But you can use it as a greenhouse too. It's a super easy tent. Normally it will take you around 30 minutes to set it up. At most 30 minutes to set it up. We took longer because we want to it be more stable because of the wind. Actually, we lost one before, and this is the replacement. So my husband, what he did, I will show you later. He's so helpful and sweet. But I would like to tell you the advantage of this guy here. You see, it's whole plastic, even the roof. Maybe I'm standing here, the angle wouldn't show well. The whole thing is a plastic one, so as a greenhouse, it definitely works this way. And another thing which is really good, right behind me you see that is the door. I can just zip open, and then there's another door on the other side. That's the thing I like about it. If you open both of the door, I will show you. And then it's a really good ventilation. It's so easy. You can just roll it up. It's getting warmer, so this afternoon actually I will just let the door open, and so in that situation your plants wouldn't be burnt or boiled or baked inside. So let's do it. That's the second advantage of it. So the plants as a greenhouse, and of course if you use it as a tent, it has the advantage to be a tent. It's quite a big one. They are different sizes, but I love the big one, so I choose the 15 feet by 15 feet. If you don't live in the US, you may say, what is 15 by 15? It's 4.5 meter by diameter. That is the size. And the height is nearly 2.5 meters tall. So it's really comfortable to stay inside. It's not like you need to bend down a lot. That's really good about it. Another advantage about this guy is you don't need to build a platform to make it like so flat. I just put it on the lawn and it works. See, that is one door. And let's get closer and then have a look. Of course, everything have this advantage, and this guy it does have its disadvantage. I will show you later. And we are in the greenhouse because it's so warm. And then the heat, the humidity composed on the surface, which is actually good. Otherwise, you can imagine the sun cast into the greenhouse immediately, and then our succulents would get burned. Succulents love sun, but they don't want to be burnt either. And this is the other door I talk about. You see, this one here, I open it. If I open this one here, it will serve a really good ventilation. You know, some of the dome, they have one door for you to go in and out. The ventilation is not good as this one. This is the best thing I love about this greenhouse. But like I mentioned, there is disadvantage. The disadvantage for this now, you can see here, there's a hole. That's the problem, because the plastic, they didn't leave a really wide edge to sew together to the edge. So after a certain time, and then I guess, that it depends on the manufacturer, how well they sew the pieces together as well. If they do a good job, I think it wouldn't happen. But if the manufacturer didn't do well, that would happen. You see here, the hole. Hopefully, I can fix it. I haven't figured out how to do it yet. But if you have any suggestion, if you have any idea, please share with me. I always love to share my idea about succulents, about my life with you. And the second disadvantage about this guy here is, of course, it depends on where you live too. Occasionally, where I live have really strong wind. That's like I talked before. I lost one of the tent into the river because that day the wind was so strong. And the seller did give you the menu book. Says if the wind is over 13 miles per hour, you need to take it back. But if you use it as a greenhouse, it's really hard to take it back. So I didn't. And that night, the wind went up to 23 miles. Another disadvantage about this tent is the stick came together with the package is like this. It's not really strong enough to hold the tent for a windy day. So what my husband did is he bought these sticks for holding the pets, and then he used these as the sticks instead of the one they give us, and then just hold the tent. And he also added another one to hold the tent, so the tent would stay stabler. That is really awesome. If you happen to buy this tent, if you want to keep it in a good condition, I would suggest you to use this type of stronger sticks. It doesn't have to be the pine sticks. Look at the yellow one here. That is the other husband bought. It's quite actually deep as well, and it's stronger. Okay, have another look. Another thing about this tent is you may wonder wait, summer is coming in a couple of months. Then it will get super hot. Your plant inside would get burnt. That's why I put it underneath 2 trees. Right now it's the springtime, and then the sun is not so strong yet, and then the temperature is not so hot. They haven't come up with leaves, so which is good. In the summertime, and they will come up with thick leaves. Actually, they serve as a really good canopy. So they will cover the roof of this tent, this greenhouse. So my plant wouldn't get burned because of the strong sun, the warm sun. And another thing is you need curtains. The seller, this tent company, they sell curtains as well, but I don't like theirs. I like those with cactus painting on. Let's have a look. I'm hanging them facing to the west because in the summertime, you see this part, I don't have any tree to block the sun. But the west sun would be really strong. And then you hang it to the west, and you can just cover the west wall. Let's do it. For the west part of the greenhouse, so you can block the sun, and then which is really nice for your plants. I haven't moved my plants out yet, so it will take me a while because I'm super tired and I have so many of them. By the way, let's say hello to another Wei. That's her. I'm Wei and she's another Wei. She's my daughter number 1, I would say. I bought her, and then she came without a dress. It's just the frame. You can see the yellow frame. And then I put white mouth in, and I coated with sedums and hung and cheeks. And there she is. I will compose more and more of them. And the planters I use, I will make another video to tell you about these planters. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully what I shared is helpful to you too. And if you like, please hit the like button. If you can also share with your friends and family. Thank you. And let's say goodbye now. Bye. Another way, say goodbye, please.